So, you chose Rushdown. The unga of the bunga. The swing your arms and hope it hits something approach. So your character's goal is just to get in there and start twerking on your opponent. Depending on the game and characters, they will have ways to get in. For example, teleport, a dash, or movements to go under or over other moves. But one common way to make sure your character is a Rushdown character is that they will almost always have less health than the rest of the cast, and deal slightly less damage than the rest as well. That's because they will have to make up for that damage in combos. Of course, that is not always the rule. There will always be exceptions, and just because your character is built this way, that does not mean you can't play or they aren't meant for Rushdown. Some Rushdown characters will have a way to set up an attack right after a hard knockdown. Use that to your advantage to force your opponent to block so you can continue your assault, or to force them to use an invincible move that you can then use to punish and get in for big damage. Rushdown characters do have one fatal flaw. Kanye, can you tell us what that flaw is?
Don't let me get in my zone.
Exactly, not being able to get in on your opponent is that fatal flaw. Also, when your opponent blocks, that will leave you vulnerable when you use an unsafe move in which you can be dealt big damage in return. Depending on the game and character, your character will have to go for mix-ups. There are multiple ways to open your opponent up. There are high-low mix-ups, left-right mix-ups, and unblockable setups you can utilize so you can start getting and laying some combos on them. But let's say you can't do hard combos. That's okay. You can use mix-ups after a hard knockdown to set up another hard knockdown in which you can just rinse and repeat. This is called the vortex, and it is a very strong strategy to utilize. So that was all the information I have on Rushdown characters and the playstyle. Hopefully this helps you decide on who to play or how to play a character you have decided to pick up. Now, any questions?
I'm back. What'd I miss?